Hello, this is RT Bronx, also known as Juggernaut, and I'm going to be doing an online franchise. I just want to start this video off with saying that I had to re-record this 30-minute commentary just to get this video, so please leave a like. So here's my settings. I turned sim injuries off, so when I sim the preseason it doesn't do anything. Salary crap off. 12-minute quarters, fantasy draft on, of course, trade deadline off, pre-existing injuries off. Update depth chart user. Everything's user. Don't let the CPU do shit. They're retarded and they'll do things you don't like. And edit player on so you can change positions, not so you can change ratings. Alright, so first pick, I'm gonna go to tackles and I'm gonna take Jason Peters. I like the offensive line because you can't have a good game without good linemen. So Jermichael Ferguson, another left tackle, but I'm going to use him at right tackle because he's a great tackle. I'm going to take Marshal Yanda, a guard that's pretty up there. I think he's on the Ravens. Iupati, he's great. He's gonna be in the 90s. Like Chris Snee, he's a lovely guard, but yeah, nobody keeps up with him, because he's already up there and it's his second season in the NFL. He's gonna be dominant. And I take Kalil, his little brother, doing work, getting drafted 4th. I'm gonna go to fullbacks, take Vonta Leach. I love running the ball. I'm sorry this commentary sounds stupid, but I have to re-record this, so it's horrible. I'll take Jermichael Finley since we're running the Patriots offense. And I take Hernandez because you need 2 tight ends for the Patriots offense. You need 2 stellar tight ends for the Patriots offense. Here's the fun. I go down all the way to 70s, to the low 70s. I take, that's right, Ryan Mallett. This is going to be the Mallett experiment. Alright, I ignore Michael Vick, Phillip Rivers, Matt Flynn, Cam Newton. I just go past all of them. And I take Ryan fucking Mallett. This is gonna be real. This is gonna be some real shit. I take Mike Jenkins. I love fast corners. This nigga can jump. His man coverage, stellar. Press coverage, stellar. He can do anything. He can do everything. He's the messiah of corners. And then I'm gonna go and take Prince Amukamara. I've done this franchise before, just so all you know. I'm picking these guys from a list I made for my other franchise. Prince Amukamara broke the NFL record for interceptions in a game. Now I was looking for Jonathan Vilma, but he got drafted already. So I take Ray Malaluga. He's from USC. He has in the 80s for speed, and he's a middle linebacker. His coverage is amazing. His hit power is amazing. He's the perfect linebacker. So I'm looking at Jason Taylor and Bryan Thomas. I was thinking about taking Jason Taylor because he's shown that he's a dominant player, but he's old now. I think he retired. Bryan Thomas is old as well, but his block shedding is better, and I look for that out with my linebackers, so I enjoy linebackers that can get to the quarterback, even though they never do. Which I might have to tweak the sliders. I play on regular All-Madden, so I don't know what's up with that, where you can't get to the quarterback whatsoever at all. And I'm still looking at linebackers. I take Mathias Kiwanuka. Even though he's on the Giants, I'm still going to take him. Just so you know, I hate the Giants' guts. Like, they're the worst team in the NFL, even though they won the Super Bowl. I want to talk about it. Okay, I do want to talk about it. They beat the Packers twice. They knocked them out of the playoffs, Brett Favre's last year with the Packers, and then they did it when we were almost 16-0. I take Brooks Reed, another great pass rushing outside linebacker, and I also take Kruger as another backup, only for the other side. I think I got all the outside linebackers. Those are 2 great pass rushers. Brooks Reed is going to be great in your franchise. Adrian Claiborne, great pass rusher, great run stopper, and he's athletic. He's returned a fumble for about 90, 80 yards, and people were chasing him. Like Marshal Lynch was chasing him, and he got away. I'm going to take Jarrell Casey. I can't read it because I have to look on my computer because I'm re-recording this. If you haven't liked, please like, because this is taking too much time. I spent like an hour on this video. He has nice strength. He can get to the quarterback as well, but that's not his thing. He's a run stopper. So I go and take Jimmy Smith. He's on the Ravens. That's all I have to say about him. He's on the Ravens. So that's loading right now. And then I'm going to take Sam Shields. Kid from Miami, 2-year pro. And he's on the Packers. Press coverage, speed, he has it all. He's also going to be a 90 with his potential. So, also he's going to be great in real life. Last draft I took Roy Williams. He's slow as titties. Don't take slow safeties. You will get burned by everybody. By receivers, running backs, power running backs. They just run past him. With 80 speed, people can get around him. His pursuit is horrible. He has nice play recognition, but I'm looking at this guy right now. I can't read it. He has nice speed, press coverage, man and zone, so he can do it all. Looking at free safeties now. I take Sherrod Martin, nice speed, which is something you need. This is a guy that you can leave, let him do whatever the fuck he wants, because zone and man coverage is nice. You can do whatever you want with this guy. And I think he's going to be my starter, I do believe. So I was apparently explaining this, how important it is for him to be able to do stuff. I go back to middle linebackers, and this is what I love. Nobody takes them. You can wait until like the 25th round. I would take Lofa Tupu, but he regresses. He gets like down to the 70s, like the mid 70s, like 75. And I take Donald Butler. I'm not sure what team he plays for, but he's a 2-year pro, and that's what you want. And he has nice speed, so you always want to take young players if you're going to actually do the franchise, not just like do it for a year and then give up on it. Well, I sometimes get bored with mine because I always win. I go like 16-0, win the Super Bowl like 3 years in a row. Last pick in the draft, I take Derek Morgan right here. Pass rusher, nice strength, run stopper. There's some really good defensive ends and defensive tackles in this game. You just got to know what stats to look for. Now this guy right here, McPhee, can't read his first name because I'm re-recording this. Please like this fucking video. For real. Share with your friends. I'm doing a whole franchise, and I hope it doesn't all end up like this. He can do everything, and I think he's going to be my backup. So, I have a backup that can do anything. And we're going to take Robert Quinn right here, another backup rookie that can do everything. Well, actually, he's a better run stopper, but he can get to the quarterback. And when he does get to the quarterback, he brings a hammer and a chainsaw. He will hit you hard, knock out your quarterback, and then he will make the quarterback drop the ball. He might be able to pick it up and run with it. He's really athletic. He's a guy you want on your team. Now I've been ignoring offense, so I went to wide receivers, and I'm going to take Damian Williams. He's a nice possession receiver. He's not very fast, but he can catch the ball, and that's what you need instead of those fast receivers who can't catch shit. When you get to like those 3rd and 5 and you can't get separation because they're doing like press coverage, they can't get away. Denario Alexander, he's a great receiver, but he gets injured like a little bitch. He has he can't do shit. He can jump, he can catch, but if you let him get hit by anybody with any type of hit power, he's done. He's out of the game. But they're minor injuries most of the time, so you can kind of live with it. But he's a great receiver. If he could fix that, I don't know if Madden's doing that. I don't know if he gets injured in real life. I think he's on the Rams, so that might be why he sucks. Sorry to Rams fans. Julian Edelman, I was watching a little Patriots action on TV, and they said he was actually a corner before they put him at receiver, and he's a pretty good receiver, so it's nice that they figured out that he can do both. He can catch, he can kind of run, but I've had plenty 100-yard games with him. He's another one of those underlooked receivers. Well, in the game, not in real life. I don't think he's a very good receiver in real life. That's a personal opinion. I go to running backs right here. I do believe I take, let's see, Daniel Thomas. Or actually, I don't take him. I was talking about how I took Isaac Redman before, because he's starting running back for the Steelers now, since Rashad Mendenhall tore his ACL. That's a horrible injury. That could ruin his career. Same with Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles is the messiah of the run game, and he couldn't even. They didn't even let him play his first year or two because he was behind. I don't know who it is. I didn't really like the Chiefs before, but now they got Jamal Charles and Peyton Hillis, so they're gonna be great. Yeah, this was a discretionary pick for me. I could pick whoever I wanted because the guy I picked the first time I did this draft, I traded him for Daniel Thomas, so that worked out. Here I fuck up major. I get David Geddes. He's a great receiver, fast, he can catch, but now I can't get Jonathan Baldwin. If you have the option to get Jonathan Baldwin, you must take that. You absolutely cannot pass Jonathan Baldwin up. He's a rookie. He has 91 speed, 97 jumping. He can catch, doesn't get injured. Daniel Thomas is also a boss, since I'm getting sidetracked right now. He's a power runner, stiff arm, stuff like that. And it says he fumbles, but he doesn't. He really doesn't. Never had him fumble yet. And I've been using him for 4 games. Here I take Lerod Stevens-Howling. He's not a running back. He's a kick and punt returner. Don't use him at running back. He'll get injured. Granted, in one franchise I did break the NFL record for rushing yards in a game and a season with him. He got injured a lot. He had 250-yard games, and he just can do it all. But keep him at punt and kick. He won't get injured there, probably, and he doesn't fumble. Here I take Jimmy Clausen. He got drafted by the Panthers. Big mistake. Huge mistake. But he's my backup. He can throw. He can throw accurately, but he doesn't run, so I'll get used to that with Ryan Mallett, so it won't be a problem. And here I notice my mistake in the video where I fuck up and can't get Jonathan Baldwin. I might trade for him. I might trade David Geddes in a draft pick for him, because seriously, he's an amazing, phenomenal receiver. He's one of those receivers that you can't shut down. The number one receiver on your depth chart normally gets shut down. You can't get any passes to him. He stays covered the whole game. He's lucky to get anything, because everybody turns into Darrelle Revis on your number one receiver. But this guy, you can lob it up to. He's like Megatron, a little slower. They're the same height, yeah, because I'm as tall as Megatron. So that. Anyways, he plays like Megatron. He can. He's just the greatest. And I have all 74 receivers, so I have a pretty average receiving core, but it worked in my last franchise where I broke the NFL record in the first game with a rookie quarterback and receivers in the 70s. So that. I believe I'm looking at tackles again. This is where I get retarded and I can't figure out. No, yeah, I'm talking about Brickshaw, Ferguson, and impact blocking. Yeah, impact blocking is big for anybody who you expect to block, like centers, fullbacks, guards, tackles, maybe tight ends. If you're that type of player, I don't know. I don't really like to use tight ends as blockers because I like the fast ones that do those little blue routes where they block, burn off, and then you can't catch them. It's over. Here I take a right tackle because technically I haven't taken one, but like I said before, I'm putting the Brickshaw at right. I'm going to use... See, I'm taking rookies, so they get better, and then I can maybe switch the Brickshaw to another position where it gets weak, because he's a phenomenal... He shits on everybody. That's what he does. I take Bruce Campbell. 2-year pro, nice impact blocking and stuff. That the usual. See, this is what I'm looking at, like their pass blocking footwork, their impact blocking. That's the type of stuff you want to see. I take this. He's not very good. All right, Trey Essex, some shit like that. He's not very good, but I take him anyways because he's a solid backup. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't get better, but he knows what he's doing. Pardon me. All right, I'm looking at centers. J.D. Wilson. That kid has a potential. He's a 70 overall. His, I think it's second year. I think he's a 2-year pro. Yeah, and he's out of Baylor. So he was there with RG3. He was doing it all. He's doing the most, really. And here I can't find him, so I'm scrolling down the list because I think somebody drafted him like an idiot. I scroll over him like 7 times. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's there's not enough you can say about a person like him. He can just do it all. I could probably put him at tackle. I might do that for a game just to show you that he can do whatever the fuck he wants and still succeed. And now I'm just sitting here looking at a shitty center. And I keep looking at a shitty center. This is probably me yelling about shitty centers. And I go back to tackles, or defensive tackles, I should say. And this guy, don't look into Thomas Jones, or Johnson, Thomas Johnson, and I'm dicking around. Either way, when you get to the picture, look at his eyes. He's crazy. I'm taking him only because he's crazy. He has C potential, but he could literally kill somebody out there, and nobody would try to stop him because of the way this guy has a potential. Take him. Marvin Austin, take him. Shit. Another kid you cannot say enough about. Has strength, block shedding. He has the tackling, the hit power. He can do it. He just does it. That's all he does. He's like Tim Tebow, only he's actually good. And he might be able to throw the ball. I don't know. And here I take Anthony Smith out of Syracuse. Nice. I think he has nice coverage and play recognition. Oh, hit power. That's what he has. He can lay the wood on anybody. He will annihilate your number one guy and make him sit down on the ground and reevaluate his life. He will force fumbles. He'll do it all. Anthony Smith. And he's not that old yet. But he's a backup, a solid backup. Don't take Jerron Johnson, even though he's a rookie. Take Donald Washington. He's a fast guy. I think he's another one of those guys you can just let roam around the field because he knows what he's doing in zone coverage, which is completely safety. No, if you need anybody who does zone coverage, put him at safety. And I take a kicker now. You can take either Alex Henry or David Buehler because those guys have amazing kick power. They only get better. And he's out of USC. David Buehler, 2-year pro or 3-year pro actually. It says he has 2 years of experience, but it's actually another year because it says rookie, then 1 year, then 2 year. So that's 3. He's in his 3rd. Not important. Looking at right tackles now. Right tackles. I do believe I take a rookie under the name of Pearson. I can't find him for some reason. I'm scrolling under the people who got drafted because I thought he got drafted. He did not get drafted. He's in the 60s. So I just can't find him. And I do believe I find him pretty soon. Otherwise I get upset. And then I'll yell slurs. And Marshall Newhouse, probably take him, but he's better. Mike Pearson. Pearson. I'm going to say Pearson. His pass blocking footwork is impeccable. You need somebody who can come in after your starter got injured, which is very rare and it's always serious. It's like a career-ending or season-ending injury, like a broken femur or something. You never want one of your starting linemen to go down and have like fucking Jake Locker as backup. Jake Locker is a quarterback for the ill-informed. Don't put your quarterback here. I don't take Bryan Roll. I want to take him, but I can't because I still have to draft a punter. In which case, I take Matt Dodge. Matt Dodge is a solid kicker. Take him. But I take Brett Hartman, who's also a rookie. Rookies progress very easily. They can only go up. They never go down. So, unless they have like F potential, I still can't draft him. So I don't believe I'd take him. I go to running back and make a huge mistake here. I think I take something Dwyer. I'm just scrolling around looking at who they are right now because I'm a moron. Because once again, I'm re-recording this commentary, this almost 30-minute commentary. I'm almost 21 minutes in. Yeah. Take Taiwan Jones, probably. He has nice potential, and he's fast, nice acceleration. He doesn't fumble very much, I don't think. Yeah, this guy. Don't take Jonathan Dwyer. Take, like, Johnny White or something. I don't know. Anybody but him. He has C potential. He's not a very good power running back in the first place. And I already have Daniel Thomas. If you follow this specifically. Because I'm going to put the order they were drafted in the description. And you're watching the video right now. So, you could go off the video. Not important. Here I take something Soto. Vic Soto? Yeah. He's on the Packers. He's another one of those he's like Brooks Reed, only faster, and I think he has better coverage, which is odd because he's in the 60s. So, he's like Clay Matthews a little bit. Brooks Reed is also like Clay Matthews. It's pretty much little Clay Matthews. I take DeMarcus Van Dyke out of Miami, rookie, amazing, 98 speed. 98 speed. He can run down anybody. He's ran down Jamal Charles before. Jamal Charles, that's another person with 98 speed, but this guy, he can do it all. He turns into like a Pro Bowler his second year, an automatic Pro Bowl selection, because he can run up on anybody. He keeps up with the fastest receivers. He could honestly keep up with Deshaun Jackson, and not many good corners can do that. So, you just wait. And this isn't a good thing if you're only doing it for 1 year. You need to do this for 2 years. You need to, like, if you're not getting Madden 13 on release day, this is something to do. Bruce Carter on the Cowboys, I do believe. And he's another Ray Maluga. He can run. He has the hit power. He lays wood on people. He has pretty good coverage. Play recognition is pretty good. Insanely good for a rookie. Right? He's a great run stopper. He can just go in the tiniest gaps, do the little part of the line, and just blow up whoever is trying to run the ball. Fullback, I almost said linebacker. If a linebacker run the ball, then you have a problem. Which is weird because the Jaguars use their fullback as a linebacker. Check Ultimate Team. Greg Jones, I do believe. Yeah, same picture, same player. They have him at linebacker and fullback. He's way better at fullback. Brandon Banks is one of the best punt returners, kick returners in the game. I play with the Redskins online sometimes because I like a challenge. I love terrible teams. This guy has won me games before. He has been my only offense. Not on the offensive side of the ball, but his return game. He has the hardest return game in Madden. He's better than Ted Ginn. He's better than LaRod Stephen Howling. I don't know. I only took LaRod because I actually need 3 running backs. So I just took him. He's not a horrible running back, but Brandon Banks. I take Tannen Doss. Insane catching for a rookie. It's unheard of, unprecedented, except for those 3 guys below him. If you're looking for possession receivers, or receivers in general at the end of a draft, these 3 guys, the 2 guys below him, take them. You could literally not draft a single receiver for the whole draft and still have an amazing pass game because of them. They're not fast. They're not insanely fast. They run like 4.4s, which in Madden means shit. So if you're in that situation, that's what you do. And here's my entire draft. I scroll through it really quickly, and have a nice day.